Standard 9th, Political Science, Lesson number 2, India's Foreign Policy. Students, today I'm going to give you all the textual question answer markings of this lesson. So I want you all to open your textbooks to page number 70. We'll see the exercise at the end of the lesson. Question number 1. Choose the right option and rewrite the sentence. The first one. This was the main objective behind establishing the Indian Atomic Energy Commission. The answer to this blank is to enhance military capacity. Next page, turn your textbooks to page number 71. Question number 2. The following is now the objective of all the nations of the world. The answer to this is economic development. Question number 3. The dash is an important aspect of India's foreign policy. The answer is non-alignment. The fourth one. India conducted nuclear tests in 1974 at dash. The name of the place is Pokhran. We'll see the next question. Explain with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. Now there are two questions over here, children. The answer to both these questions are not there in your textbook. So I'll be typing the notes and posting it on the Google Classroom for you all. So you will get a PDF document of the same. We'll go to the next question. Question number 3. Explain the following concepts. We'll see the first one. India's foreign policy. The answer to this question is on page number 67. So we'll go to page 67. Right hand side, just below the violet box. Can you see it's highlighted in blue? India's foreign policy. So in that paragraph, see the second paragraph. In India's foreign policy, see the second paragraph, first line. That's your first point. India got independence in 1947 and from then onwards we started shaping our foreign policy independently. After that, leave 2 lines. See the line after that. That's your second point. Article 51, among the directive principles of state policy, lay down the broad framework for foreign policy. Third point, according to it, India should give priority to safeguard international peace and security and resolve our international problems and disputes by peaceful means. The fourth and the last point, the objectives of our foreign policy should be to maintain friendly relations with other nations and respect international law. Till here, this is answer 3.1, which comprises of 4 points. Now we'll go to question number 3.2. National interest. The answer to this question is on page 65. Right hand side, can you see it's highlighted in pink? National interest. In that, we are going to see the second paragraph, first line. That's your first point. National interest implies the means through which the independence and sovereignty of our country can be safeguarded. Second point, national interest also includes efforts to achieve our economic development and to take steps towards increasing our national power. Third and the last point of this answer, when decisions are taken after giving a careful thought to what is beneficial and good for our country, we say that we are nurturing our national interest. Till here, that's answer 3.2, which comprises of 3 points. We'll go to the next question, that is question number 3.3, world peace. Now the answer to this question also, children, it's not there in your textbook. So I'll be typing it for you all. Next, question number 4. What is your opinion about the fact that world peace is threatened due to nuclear preparedness? Now this is a personal response question, children. Again, it's not in the textbook. This too, I'll be sending it to you all in the Google Classroom. We'll go to question number 5. Answer the following questions in brief. Okay, the first question in that 5.1. On what principles is India's foreign policy based on? Now the answer to this question is same as the 3.1, that is India's foreign policy. The same answer, that is page 67, 4 points. I'll just show you all. I'm not going to read it again for you all. The same answer, children. Answer 3.1 and answer 5.1 is the same. 3.1 and 5.1, same 4 points. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Same answer, okay, for both the answers. 3.1 and 5.1. We'll go to the next question, 5.2. Who has contributed to improving the Sino-Indian relations? The answer to this question is on page number 66. So let us go to page 66. Here, answer 5.2. But children, we'll begin with the first point now. So your point number 1 is on page number 67. So let's go to page 67. Left hand side. Page number 67, left hand side. Just see below the yellow box. Okay. Oh, not below the yellow box. Sorry. Just see above the violet box. The third last line above it. Okay. That's your first point. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee contributed a great deal to improving the Sino-Indian relations. That's your first point. Okay. Then your second point is on page number 66. Right hand side, last paragraph. Okay, right hand side, last paragraph. This is point number 2. The President, the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, the Defense Minister, the Finance Minister and the Home Minister have a, continuation of point number 2 is on the next page, left hand side, have a role in deciding the foreign policy. This is point number 2. And your third and the last point, the persons holding these positions try to maintain the continuity in foreign policy and to improve upon it till here. So this is answer 5.2, which comprises of 3 points. So children, your point number 1 is at the end, okay, and then you have point 2 and 3. Now let us go to the next question, that is 5.3. Write the objectives of India's foreign policy. The answer to this question is on page number 68. Here, left hand side, just below the yellow box. Can you see it's highlighted in pink here? Some more objectives of India's foreign policy are as follows. So this is your first point. While maintaining friendly relations with neighboring countries, ensure that the defense and security of India is not affected. Second point, not to compromise about the geographical boundaries of the nation. Third, to protect the unity and integrity of the country. Fourth, to protect the interests of Indian citizens living in other countries, continuation of that, by the Indian embassies there. Fifth and the last point, to establish economic and commercial relations with other countries for achieving economic development of India. Till here, 5 points. That is answer 5.3. We'll go to the next question. That's the web diagram. Last question of this lesson. Prepare the following concept chart. Okay, the answer to this, I have written it over here only. Factors affecting foreign policy. There are 5 factors which are affecting foreign policy. First one, geographical location. Second, political system. Third, administrative factors. Fourth, economy. And the fifth and the last point of the web is national leadership. Okay, boys? So children, I have given you all the question answer markings, and the answers which I'll be posting on the Google Classroom is question number 2.1 and 2, that is reasons. Explain with reasons the statements. Then question number 3.3, explain the concept world peace, and question number 4, which is the personal response question. Thank you children. I want you all to copy these notes in your history notebook, and please start studying for your exams. Thank you boys.